Konnichiwa! Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nihongo Master podcast. It's Ezra, your host, and this week's study Saturday is a highly requested one. Keigo. This is one of the trickiest topics to master. Now, Keigo refers to generic polite speech, and there are a few types of conjugations under it. Because Keigo covers a broad area, we're only going to cover the basics of Keigo and separate it into two parts. For today, we'll be looking at the honorific form. The honorific form is the first stepping stone to Keigo, and if you plan to dedicate your learning journey to this polite speech, the honorific form is crucial to learn. Now I know some of us are ready to switch to another episode and skip this formal grammar sesh to avoid the challenges of Keigo. You've got nothing to worry about. I've done the task of simplifying basic Keigo into an easy and bite-sized lesson. All you have to do is prepare your notebook and pen to jot down some notes. The honorific form, or son Keigo in Japanese, is used to show respect to particular people. It can be used to not only the listener, but in the third-party position as well. The thing to remember is that the honorific form is used when the subject is not you. Now, before we get into the ins and outs of conjugating the honorific form, we'll just have a short summary of the polite form that we're more familiar with. See, the polite form is also part of Keigo, and it's the most common one that you often use to speak to someone you're not familiar with or of a higher status. It's also the easiest because you already know it. The verb conjugation is its mas form, and also adding an o or go to nouns like osake, alcohol, or goshujin, husband. The honorific form gets a bit more complicated. I'll break down the conjugation for you. For verbs, you have to add o before the stem form of the word, then add ni naru. For example, matsu, to wait, becomes o machi ni naru or o machi ni narimasu. And that's basically it for the honorific conjugation. Simple, right? To make requests using the honorific form, all you have to do is change ni naru with kudasai. Matsu becomes omachi kudasai. There are a few exceptions that can get pretty confusing. Listen up, as I'll be listing the most commonly used ones day to day. Iku, to go, kuru, to come, and iru, to be, becomes irasharu or irashaimasu. Taberu, to eat, and nomu, to drink, becomes meshi agaru or meshi agarimasu. Suru, to do, becomes nasaru or nasaimasu. Kuru, to receive, becomes kudasaru or kudasaimasu. Neru, to sleep, becomes oyasumi ni naru or oyasumi ni narimasu. Miru, to see, becomes goran ni naru or goran ni narimasu. So, there's an alternative for the honorific form, and that is to use the passive form. While the first conjugation is used often with customers, clients, and bosses, this one is the casual form of son Keigo and is used for everyday work. We've learned this at the start of Season 6, Episode 2, so we're not going to go through that today. To learn more, give that episode a listen. I'll say this though, when using the alternative form, you can't use the potential form at the same time, since it's the same conjugation. If you want to change the honorific form to potential, use the first method of conjugation. See, it wasn't that difficult, was it? Let's quickly recap, shall we? The honorific form, son Keigo, is part of Keigo. There are two ways to conjugate. The first way is adding o before the stem form of the verb, then add ni naru. This conjugation works for most verbs, with a few exceptions, and is used with customers, clients, and bosses. The second way, the alternative way, is using the passive form. This is the casual form for son Keigo and is used for everyday work. Now, we'll take a look at some examples with role-playing scenarios. As usual, we have two. For the first one, you can relax a little since there's an English translation afterwards. The second one though, prepare yourself for a short quiz. The first scenario will be using a bit of the standard type of son Keigo. We'll listen to a conversation between Lisa serving a customer. Irashaimase. どうぞご覧になってください。お客様は何かお探しですか？このカバンは気に入りますけど、他の色がありますか？そうですね。赤色と黒色がありますので、別の店であります。同僚に持ってきてもらいます。お客様はお座りになってください。はい、わかりました。ありがとうございます。その間にお茶でもいかがでしょうか？いや、大丈夫です。お待たせしました。はい、 赤色と黒色のカバンです。
わあ、赤いのカバンは綺麗ですね。このカバンでお願いします。
かしこまりました。お会計が2万円でございます。お包みしますか？
はい、お願いします。
Now, let's have a listen at the English translation. Welcome, please take a look. Miss, can I help you find something?
I'm interested in this bag, but are there any other colors?
I see. There's red and black, but it's at a different store. I'll have my colleague bring it over. Please have a seat, miss.
Sure, thanks.
In the meantime, do you want tea or something?
It's okay.
Thank you for reading. These are the bags in red and black.
Wow, the red bag is pretty. This bag, please.
Certainly. The total is 20,000 yen. Shall I wrap it up for you?
Yes, please.
The second role-playing scenario looks at two co-workers, Dino and Rui, catching up after the weekend at the office.
Rui さん、おはようございます。週末はいかがでしたか？
おはようございます、ディノさん。私の週末は特にありませんでした。一人で映画を見られました。ディノさんは？
そうですか。昨日、彼女といいレストランで夜ご飯を食べました。とても美味しかったです。
わあ、彼女がいらっしゃいますよね。どちらへ行かれましたか？
表参道にホテルのレストランと思います。彼女がその場所を見つけられましたから。
そうですか。いいですね。
Now, we have 3 quiz questions for you to challenge yourself with. First question, what did Rui do over the weekend? Second question, what did Dino do over the weekend? Third question, where is the restaurant? Answer check. The first question's answer is Rui went to watch a movie alone. The second question's answer is Dino went to a nice restaurant to eat lunch with his girlfriend. The third question's answer is the restaurant is in a hotel in Omotesando. Now let's wrap it up with a quick vocab recap. Keigo, polite speech. Son Keigo, honorific form. Goran ni naru, to look, the polite form. Okyakusama, customer. Sagasu, to look. Kaban, bag. Doryo, colleague. Suwaru, to sit. Omatase shimashita, thank you for waiting. Tsutsumiru, to wrap. Shumatsu, weekend. Toku ni nai, nothing special. Hitori de, alone. Kanojo, girlfriend. Hiru gohan, lunch. Mitsukeru, to find. Son Keigo is extremely important if you're planning to work in Japan. Use it to talk to just about anyone in the work environment. Definitely ace this conjugation before moving forward. It's practically your foundation to Keigo. Which part of Keigo scares you the most? Tell us your thoughts by commenting on our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, if you're interested in similar bite-sized grammar pointers, head over to the Nihongo Master blog for more. And if you're keen on picking up some more Japanese for yourself, pop onto our official website, nihongomaster.com, to learn more about our interactive online learning system. At Nihongo Master, we offer efficient Japanese lessons that are quick, easy, and fun for Japanese language learners of all levels, from beginners to advanced. Our smart tools will assist you in areas where you need a bit of a push and congratulate you on the ones you've aced. Get a subscription today and get a head start on your Nihongo journey with Nihongo Master. Thank you so much for listening in, and join me in the next one where we'll be looking at an interesting part of the Japanese language. Mata ne!